Want to actually continue that conversation involving some of these developments about this growing battle between the Trump administration and big law. Eamon Javers has also been covering this story and has more for us. Eamon.
Hey, David, before we get to the law firm issue, I want to update you now. We have some pardons here by the President of the United States today. The President has issued a pardon for Nikola founder Trevor Milton. You remember Milton was the former CEO of Nikola. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison. He's been free, though, pending an appeal. His crimes allegedly were related to defrauding investors with misrepresentations about the electric vehicle company that he ran. I asked the White House for an explanation for this. They don't have one yet. I'm also told that there are a series of other pardons that the president has made recently that may be coming out here in a couple of moments. We don't have the names of any other folks who've been pardoned by the president just yet, but the headline here is that President Trump has pardoned Nikola founder Trevor Milton. We'll wait for the list of others to see if there are any other CEOs who had been sentenced who are being pardoned by the president this morning. Milton, we should point out, is a significant donor to the Trump campaign. Meanwhile, switching to that law firm story that we had talked about, the law firm Jenner & Block has filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration this morning, alleging the president's executive order targeting the firm is an unconstitutional abuse of power. In a statement, Jenner & Block said, "Our Constitution, top to bottom, forbids attempts by the government to punish citizens and lawyers based on the clients they represent, the positions they advocate, the opinions they voice, and the people with whom they associate." Jenner & Block employs Andrew Weissman, who was a lead prosecutor on Robert Mueller's special counsel investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. Now, the suit comes as President Trump continues this campaign that you've been talking about against an enemies list of big law firms, signing a new executive order on Thursday targeting the firm WilmerHale, which is the former home of Mueller himself, who was also a former director of the FBI. Now, WilmerHale released a statement saying in part, quote, "We look forward to pursuing all appropriate remedies to this unlawful order." Other firms have sought to appease the president. As you point out, the New York Times reporting last night that the firm Skadden Arps has had discussions with President Trump's advisors about a preemptive deal to head off a potential executive order that has not been issued yet by this White House. Now, earlier this week, I asked President Trump directly what his message is to the big corporate clients of the law firms that he's targeting. Here's what he said.
I just think that the law firms have to behave themselves. And we've proven that. We have others that want to make a settlement also. They, having to do with the election and other things, they behave very badly, very wrongly.
Now, David, the president's actions here raise fundamental constitutional issues. Does the president's campaign against these law firms violate the Constitution's First Amendment guarantee of free speech, Fifth Amendment guarantee of due process, and Sixth Amendment right to counsel? You can imagine that a lot of that is going to be sorted out in the courts, David.
Well, it's working so far, I think it's fair to say, Eamon, because, you heard Roger Altman speaking about it. I haven't heard many others, certainly not publicly doing so. The clients themselves have not come out and said this has got to stop. And, of course, that would be where you'd expect perhaps the most opposition, were the Chamber of Commerce or the Business Roundtable to actually come out publicly and say, we oppose this effort. That hasn't happened. Doesn't appear it's going to happen. In fact, many of those clients of a Paul Weiss or a WilmerHale or a Skadden, what I've heard have said, listen, if you guys get hit, we've got to consider finding legal counsel elsewhere. Exactly what obviously the Trump administration is trying to make happen here. Hence the willingness on the part of many of these firms to say, okay, what do we have to do to make this order go away?
Yeah, and these firms that are being targeted, David, they're describing this as an existential crisis for their very existence, saying there's sort of a feeding frenzy atmosphere going on behind the scenes is when they're targeted by the president. Rival firms come in, try to poach their clients, try to poach some of their top-performing attorneys. They say this affects their very ability to survive. And some of the things that the president is doing here in these executive orders are making it nearly impossible for these firms to operate with defense and intelligence clients, for example, or big government contractors. By taking away security clearances from attorneys at these firms, they can't work on any of that essential defense intelligence work. If they're saying that they can't work on government contracts, that makes it very difficult for big government contractors to hire these firms. It's very, very threatening position for these firms, and you're seeing some of them trying to cut a deal and offer up, pro bono law services for MAGA-type causes and that sort of thing in a trade in order to preserve their business.
Although the Wilmer complaint is now out, Eamon, and the plaintiff list goes on for virtually 4 or 5 pages, and they do write, it is a core principle of our legal system, quote, that one should not be penalized for merely defending or prosecuting a lawsuit.
Yeah, and that's the question here. I mean, you have a right to counsel in this country under the Constitution. You have a right to choose your own attorney. Does this impinge on that? Does this impinge on the free speech rights of these attorneys? Does this impinge on their rights under the Constitution more broadly? I think as these firms sue here, this is going to work its way through the courts, but I think all of this is going to be headed to the Supreme Court. And the question is this an unconstitutional abuse of power by the Trump administration? And then the question for our audience, Carl, frankly, is if you're a big corporate client of one of these law firms, how do you handle this, right? I mean, do you stand by your firm as, for example, Amazon seems to be doing in the case of its law firm being targeted, or do you head for the hills? And maybe you don't have a choice because you deal in sensitive security information and your lawyers no longer have security clearances. They can't do the work.